Alright, so everybody's kind of seen Gemstone Batman. I've used Gemstone Twin Blade, I've used Gemstone Dark Metal cards, but I decided to have some fun. I'm going to use Claw of Horus. Claw of Horus is a pretty mid-tier artifact. It can give you some attack, and it can stun the opponent occasionally on like swipe attacks, but it's something that most newer players are going to use. It's just, I threw Claw of Horus on Ivy because I'm doing another video where I do a roster showcase, and I want the title to be 50 mil threat roster showcase because, you know, even numbers do well. And I went, actually, you know, let me try this. Let me play this. This will probably work. Harley's going to give me the damage increase on stun, and because Martian Manhunter doesn't have any stun resistance, Ivy's probably going to be able to stun lock him pretty easily. I'm definitely not going to get as much damage out of Claw of Horus as I am Dark Metal cards or Twin Blade, because Twin Blade giving me like the damage from Ivy's normal attacks and her dot attacks is just insane, and then Dark Metal cards is going to give me more crit damage. So yeah, there's really no good reason to play this unless like you don't have Twin Blade or Dark Metal cards. But even then, you kind of need Gemstone to even make this work. And if you've got Gemstone but don't have Twin Blade and Dark Metal cards, I'd be a little concerned, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so first minute of the fight here, power generation's a little slow. Back off, bait him to a jump attack, and actually stun him there. Yeah, the stun's pretty unreliable, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a decent chance to stun on swipes, but it's not something I'd like, you know, risk my life on. And I'm also sorry if I like zone out. This is the latest I'm recording a video. I'm recording this at 8 p.m. because I had stuff going on today, but I wanted this video to be ready to go for tomorrow. Yeah, so like it works, but most things will work with EPI and Gemstone because she's ridiculous. So I wanted to try Silver Banshee again. I'm just like, she's definitely got the damage to do this. And once I have a little bit more passive stats, she will almost definitely have the damage to one-shot with the Raven and Killer Frost. I feel like most characters with at least some use in solo raids are going to be able to one-shot with Killer Frost and Raven. Also, I'm sorry, but for some reason the load time for this is just so stupidly long. I don't know, man. I was worried I would have to restart the game. Then you can see me trying to press stuff just to make it go faster, and finally we get into the fight. Yeah, so here, last time the big mistake I made was I was trying to switch between stacking the Killer Frost damage buff with Raven and what's it called, and keeping Puppet up. So here I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna try to trigger Puppet until I have all of the Killer Frost damage buff stacked. Now unfortunately, because of the way Gemstone works, Gemstone gives you extra hits on combo, but it doesn't give you extra fast attack. So even though I'm getting 4 hits, like 3 to 4 hits, excuse me, every time with Gemstone, you can see I'm only getting like 14 for like the damage boost. And it's why Gemstone particularly doesn't, like, it's why Gemstone doesn't help Superman stack his stuff either. DC Universe Superman, that is. And there I try to combo interrupt, but of course I fail miserably because I'm bad at the game. And so here I'm like, alright, 2 Gemstone stacks, let me, you know, get Puppet going. And yeah, I mean, I really like Banshee. I think Silver Banshee is a really cool character. But unless you've got like 2 level 10 passive stat artifacts, a level 10 Puppet, and are fighting the highest tier boss in the game where you can steal the most attack, you're probably not going to have too much of a good time with her. But, I don't know. I mean, when she actually crits, she's doing a really solid chunk of damage. 100 mil there. So, you know. But Banshee is very she's very chance. Because you have to, you know, actually disable the specials. You gotta crit when you disable the specials. Here, I just let her tank the super move. It's a tier 3 boss. Also make the mistake of losing darkness there, because, again, I play too close to the edge. I think I got a little greedy. I really wanted to get that, like, special off on the, what's it called? On the 3 disables, but I really should have just tagged in and reset darkness. And, so yeah, massive mistake on my part. Also results in me losing Puppet. He's also not blinded. I get Puppet back, trying to spam a couple more specials to make sure it's active. I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, I think I messed up here. I don't think I'm going to have the time to be able to one-shot. And it's like, I'm also trying to keep up the Gemstone stuff. Generally speaking, I don't really think Gemstone's all that worth it with Raven, because the Injustice 2 Mobile's whole, like, diminishing returns thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun team. It's something different, and it's something I've got to get better at, for sure. I might play this team again just for fun. 100 mil. And if I didn't mess up there, losing darkness and, you know, being bad at the game, probably would have had an easy one-shot. But, you know, it is what it is. And I was thinking, you know what, should I clean up with the multiverse team? But I've been playing the multiverse team a lot, so I went, you know what? We're going to use Mr. Freeze. And Black Adam and Zatanna were available, so I went, alright, we're going to use these two. Zatanna's going to give me a little bit of a damage buff, and Black Adam's going to help me activate Puppet with Zatanna, because I know I can activate Puppet with Mr. Freeze, no problem. But I want to get Zatanna's damage buff and percentage health out of the way, and that's a little bit difficult with a lower level Puppet. So, of course, this game starts off by doing my favorite thing and just has him back off instantly. You know, just Injustice 2 mobile things. Man, I hate that back off attack. But as soon as I can get him into the corner, I'm like, alright, they should be good here. Usually, I couldn't combo interrupt Red Hood, but Black Adam is one of the few characters. He might be the only character in the game. Maybe him and Raiden. Like, those two characters, you can literally combo interrupt anyone with. But, yeah, of course, I miss it because Mr. Freeze just overshoots it. Spam a couple specials, make sure he stays in the hazard. I think the hazards themselves count as negative effects. So as long as he stays in the hazard, I should not lose Puppet. But I'm cycling between Zatanna and Mr. Freeze here because Mr. Freeze has the high level Puppet, and I know he's guaranteed to get the negative effects. Zatanna has a really high chance of missing the negative effects, so not all that confident. And I'm like, alright, we did it. I got all of her damage buff, I got all of her percentage health, hit the super move, and just continue to spam Puppet. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Freeze gameplay isn't exactly the most fun thing to commentate over. It's me spamming specials, but it's fun. And of course, he does the classic slide back because he's not in the corner. And I tag in Black Adam. I do a special 3. It's got a pretty fast animation. I'm trying to get the rest of the Mr. Freeze stacks off. Yeah, and Special 2's got a longer animation, but I'm pretty confident I'll be able to clean up here. So I just go, I'm not waiting for a special 3. I throw it in. I hit him with the special 2. And now Red Hood's in the corner. Mr. Freeze is, you know, just freezing him. Unsurprisingly. All the hazard dot and the constant Puppet spam, it's enough to finish the job. Yeah, Mr. Freeze is really fun. I would really like to one-shot with him, but I just don't have the passive stats or the star rating to do it. But, you know, maybe one day. Maybe he'll... If we're going off of logic, he should be on sale for the Christmas sale. I'm really excited for the Black Friday sale. As you guys can see, I've kind of saved up for that. I'm relatively wealthy. And that's just because I'm fortunate enough to live in America where the Tabjoy offers are good. So yeah, I'm just saving up for the inevitable Black Friday sale. I'm hoping it's good. Last year it was amazing. It was 50% off on guaranteed character chests. Those are the best chests in the game. It seems that my channel is actually a mix of experienced players who just like my commentary apparently, which is really cool. I don't really like myself all that much, I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, the fact that you guys actually do enjoy it, that's, you know, that's really nice. I throw in a special 2 here because it's got a shorter animation, and I don't want to, you know, risk losing Puppet or not triggering Puppet. So, do a little bit of Puppet spam, stack Brainiac's lethal damage. Scorpion doesn't need it. He does not need the lethal damage. He does so much damage, it's ridiculous. And you're probably better with someone else. Here, I just let Brainiac tank it, because I'm like, he's a tier 3 boss. Brainiac will survive. And he does. Not by all that much, though. He took a lot of damage. Yeah, but no, Brainiac needs to be alive to give you the lethal damage, so if you waste like a minute stacking lethal damage with Brainiac and then he proceeds to die, kind of a waste. So here we go. Using the special 2 at first. I still like using the special 2 to stack Gemstone just because of the stun. It just makes it easier. I do think the people in the comments were right, though. I'm definitely getting a lot of damage out of using the special 3 on Gemstone stacks. Like that's pretty good damage. But, yeah. For stacking purposes, at least at first, I do prefer just using the special 2. Because it's less power, and it, you know, just, it helps you get into the gameplay loop faster. So, there. And, boom. And I go for a low attack to pop the hotspot, but he goes for a jump attack, which really just wastes my time because I punch him once and he dies. Yeah. Scorpion is one of the most fun characters in the game. Scorpion Gemstone is still probably my favorite thing. Orm Gemstone is really close, though. I think the 2 best characters to use, like, Gemstone on are Scorpion and Orm. You could make the argument for a Batman character because he can stun the opponent, and like that lowers the risk that you'll lose Gemstone, because the AI can be really annoying and back off, or, you know, be hard to combo interrupt, and you could lose Gemstone that way. But Batman being able to combo interrupt just about anyone, Batman AI in this game, like, his attack pattern is really smooth, and the what's it called? The stun bomb is just really convenient to stack Gemstone with. But as for, like, actual damage dealers, yeah, no, Orm and Scorpion are probably the 2 best. Because with everyone else, like, they do basic attack damage, and then you use a support character to, you know, assist them. But because Orm and Scorpion do, like, their damage with specials, you'll build combo anyway. So, it's just more convenient. Here, I try to tag out to have Grodd tank super move. But I'm a little bit too early, and he decides to not use super move. And I'm like, I don't know how, I'm not sure if Orm can survive a super move. And I don't want to risk it, because if Orm dies, I don't win the fight. I don't have a backup plan if Orm doesn't win. So here I do a long combo, and just to make sure that he has enough power to super move me, and then tag out to Grodd. Grodd tanks it. Almost lose Gemstone there, but luckily I don't. And then I tag into the Flash so that I can stack his, so I can activate his buff. And then I lose Gemstone anyway, but I'm like, I got 2 minutes left basically, and I've got the Flash buff going. Super move's not going to be an issue. So there I did a special 3, even though I didn't have full Gemstone stacks, just to activate the block disable. The nice thing about Orm is, whenever you do his special 3, you disable the opponent's block, and that block disable lasts so long that you have enough time to do 2 special 1s to build the Electrify, build a full combo, and then hit the special 3, and, like, the block disable won't even be half over. Which kind of guarantees you won't lose Gemstone, because there you see I don't hit a lot of lethals when I do the special 3, and I'm really low on power, but I run towards him, I do a full combo, and I get a lethal hit off. And if he could have blocked there, he could have wasted my time, and I could have lost the flash damage buff. But because of the block disable, he can't do that. So here, go for a 40 combo. I'm seeing like 367 mil, 362 mil. Again, Orm is one of the characters. I think he was in the Black Friday sale last year, but I only unlocked him for the sake of unlocking him. I didn't get him to a higher star rating because he was useless at that point. Man, I regret saying that now because they actually made him insane, especially with Gemstone. Yeah, so Dr. Fate here. Dr. Fate's weird. For some reason, I think this is the Dr. Fate boss that snaps into a block if you're above 40 combo. So for this boss, you want to stay below 40. He's a really weird boss, and on ice is a really clunky solo raid. Because well, first of all, you've got Boss Black Lightning, who is... No, that is the worst boss they have ever designed. Maybe. Worst sub-boss they've ever designed. The only one I can think of who's comparable is Darkseid in... What's the name of the Black Adam one? Ancient Judgment. Because Boss Black Adam, dude, is insane. He's the worst. He's easily the worst boss in the entire game. Dude is a menace. So here I get 38, and I'm not interested in going above 38 because he can block here, but I'm like hitting block breakers. But for some reason, once I'm above 40 combo, when he blocks, he also just doesn't take dot damage, and I can lose puppet. It's a weird thing. But yeah, no, Beast Blade is insane, and I just don't want to deal with Dr. Fate. I was thinking of using Batwoman the Drown, but Dr. Fate disables gears for my class characters. So here we got Batwoman the Drowned versus Scorpion. Scorpion's got the freeze mechanic, but I've got a level 10 puppet, and I can guarantee that I'm going to be able to burn him using Robin King and puppet. Because what could happen is you could miss the burn, and then he could freeze you, and he could waste your time, and you could not kill him. But without, with a 100% guarantee to get all the negative effects, I don't have to worry about that, which is really nice. I'm very grateful for that. So here, I tag in a Batwoman and build a little bit of Crisis Energy. I see the freeze meter going up. And I don't want to play too close. I just wanted to generate a little bit of power for Robin King so I can get into Puppet. Do the special 3 and special 1. I'm just cycling between the two for percentage damage and to get through all the negative effects. And yeah. Again, Batwoman the Drown has really weird reach. She's got I don't know why, like her swipe attack is really short ranged, but lock him into an infinite combo. I know the burn's still going on for now. I'm seeing that it's like getting close to the end, so I'm trying to reapply it. Also, I just always let Robin King tank super move because, like, with God Killer, Batwoman the Drowned probably isn't dying, but hey, better safe than sorry, and I can always revive Robin King anyway. The fact that Batwoman the Drowned can revive her teammates up to 4 times is insane. It's ridiculous. It's so overkill, but I love it. It's a nice safety net. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a Batwoman the Drowned fight. Not the most exciting thing in the entire world. Most people have seen it before. And, yeah, I'm sorry that there's no, like, clever quips here, or me joking about something, or me ranting about the game or a game mode. It's just, like, it's, like, 8 o'clock. It's almost 9 o'clock, guys. It's really late. I just want to, have this video ready to go for tomorrow. And I'm working on a bunch of different videos, and there's a bunch of class stuff, too. So I hope you guys understand. Anyway, for rewards, I got John. I guess it's fitting, but nothing special. Thanks for watching, everyone.